Hi everyone, Arjun on page today, and I've got this tubes of watercolor paint and acrylic paint, something cheap, something I've bought a long time ago. Don't remember why I bought it. Really cheap. I don't know the quality of it, and I just found it out. I forgot about it, and I figured it's now is the time to try and do something about with them. So I don't care if it's watercolor or acrylic paint. I'm just going to smear some paint here, and here I've got some white paint, white acrylic paint with a little bit of water, so it would be a little bit more runny. And I'm just going to take some of the colors and let's see what happens. Maybe they are even I don't know, they can be dry by now, or as you can see, not a really good thing, but I don't care. I'm just going to really have fun with it. Don't really care. Here we go, and let's put some of this. Almost dry, this paint. Okay, so it's going to the trash, and I'm going to take a paintbrush, and I'm putting white paint, and now I'm just going to drag it like this. Don't care where it goes, how it goes, just smearing paint, taking more of the white if I feel my brush is dry. I've gessoed my page in advance, just so I will have nice coverage, and so any paint that I will use on top will slide nicely and won't absorb into my page quickly. So I'm moving to the greens that I have here. Again, don't know if they will work. I hope I'm in frame and you can see what I'm doing. So this is quite a free practice. Just have fun with it. Take some colors and smear them with white. Okay. So again, I'm taking some white, and now I'm going in this direction. Well, cheap colors from a long time ago, but nice colors. What can I say? I'm going to add a little bit. I want to just a little bit more green here. Well, let's hope this is enough. Taking white and again dragging until I'm satisfied with what I've got. There is no rules to it, just have fun. And well, I really like it. Now I just want to add a little bit of blue on the top. Like so. Yeah, that's more like it. So I'm just playing now and dragging my paint that is still wet, and because I have the gesso, then it's moving easier on my page. So I'm going to let this dry completely and then I'll be back. I'm back. So my background is dry. I'm already in love with it without any. I'm really liking all these colors. I want to add interest. I'm going to use this stamp set, all kinds of vegetation. I don't really care. It's little details that are going into the background, and they are only a hint and are not supposed to draw from the focal point that will come later. So I'm not even taking them off the acetate. I'm not arranging them. I'm not doing anything. I'm just putting ink from the ink pad like so, and going to stamp all over my page. Don't care, it just needs to add interest, and you can hardly see it, so I'm thinking maybe I need a darker color, but for now I'll just add more of it like so. As I said, I really don't care, it just needs to add some interest in the background. It doesn't need to be a fine print, it doesn't need to be anything. It's just little details that add to the whole thing. And it doesn't even have to be this stamp set. I could have stamped anything in the background as long as it's subtle and not overwhelming. So moving this aside, I will leave it be for now. Maybe I'll stamp later more of something more. Now I've got this silicone coaster with this design that I really love putting in my backgrounds. I'm going to take the white acrylic paint that I have left, and I'm trying to put some on this without creating puddles, because as I said, I added water to my acrylic paint. I wanted it to be a little bit runny, so I'm trying here. Don't know if it will work. Maybe with my finger. And I'm going to stamp it all over. Again, this is adding interest to the background. Use whatever you have, and it doesn't need to be dots. Whatever you like can be added to the background. There are all kinds of silicone things for, well, baking, and basically in the kitchen aisle in the cheap stores that I'm always looking for, because they make great stamps or prints for that matter, and also can be used on a jelly plate. So, and it's also cheap because it's not considered craft material, so it's cheaper than anything you would have found if you looked in craft supplies. Just a little bit more. Yeah. So the stamping set that I've done really is fading into the background and is not noticed. Yeah, I think I'll leave it be. I'm not going to try to stamp it again with a darker color. We'll see. I'm not quite sure where this page is going. I just want, it started with smearing paint that I have for a long time. So I'm going to wait for this to dry and then I'll be back. I'm back. So now I'm finally get to use my faux handmade paper that I've done I think 2 weeks ago, and if you haven't seen the video I will put a link below. So this is basically printer paper with all kinds of things like tea leaves, dried tea leaves and all kinds of fibers, and on top the back layer, the white layer of a paper napkin and some sprays. So I want to do some tearing here. This is going to be I don't know, the ground for you can already see that on the back it was something I've printed. I didn't like it, so I just made something on the other side. So I'm going to glue this down, and later when it's dry I will trim the excess. So quite easily, nothing to it. You've seen me tear it quite freehand. Here we go. I've got here a masking tape just to protect the spiral here. Okay, maybe I can already trim it. Yeah, okay. Now I want some flowers, and I'm going to take this page and I'm going to draw in the back some shape of a flower, some quirky flower. That's what I want. Let's see, something like that, and another marker needs to go to the trash. This is just so it would be easier for me to cut the shapes. Some guideline. Yeah, 3 flowers. So I'm going to cut them now. I'm using nail scissors. It's easier to do round shapes with them because I'm using the curve of the scissors to my advantage. So I'm going to cut these 3, and I think then I'll come back and we'll continue. And I'm back with my flowers, and before I'm going to adhere them to my page, I'm going to do the stems. From past experience, if the stem is going like this and it's like underneath this flower, then it's better to make the stem first. Now I'm in a whimsical mood, it seems, so I'm going to do this with a gold glitter glue, the stems, and I want to add some more in the back. So as I said, I'm moving this. It's not adhered. This one, all the flowers are not adhered yet. I want to make the stems first, and let's hope it will work. Yeah. And this, And now I can place this flower. Where did I want it? Let's put it here. Another stem. And as I said, in a whimsical mood, so I'm going over the edges here like this. And I'm thinking, well, I will adhere now the flowers that I have, the stems. I'm only putting a little bit of glue in the middle. It's not important for me that it will be all with glue. It doesn't need it, just a piece of paper. And this will this is probably already with glue from the glitter glue in the back, but here it is a little bit here, so I'll be sure it's in place. And just more of the glitter. Go big or go home. If I'm going for glitter, it seems like I'm going big with it. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe swirls. No, not with this. I'm thinking I'm going to find some swirly stamp and stamp it in the background. Let's see if I can find something. Yeah. So some swirly stamp, and let's see. Now I'm taking Momento Nautical Blue. We have already seen that this ink pad didn't work quite well on the background, so I'm taking this one, and let's see. Yeah, I'm changing direction so it won't be, I don't know what boring. I just need to be careful not to touch all my wet glitter glue. Maybe I'll take it out like this and just do it by hand. Yeah. Really, really whimsical, this page. And I'm so satisfied with the result. Yeah, it just needs to dry, and this is it. I really like it. I really had fun doing it and just smearing paint. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked it and you'll do something with your paints. Thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.